Okay, so we're going to cover this chart briefly. This is like a beta version of the chart. So what I've done here is, and there's still more to come. I mean, this stuff isn't, we're not done yet with this. You see this stuff, see these modal circles? We're going to end up having them for the violin too. But right now, it's a little too obscure for me to get it. I have to learn this first. Again, these seven arpeggios are the 7 modes. Okay, they're the 7 modes in the first double cage shape in the violin. Okay, so C major. Okay, C major now. These are pentatonics now. Okay, I believe they're pentatonic. Yes, pentatonic pattern shapes. So we got 5, 6 root, 2, 3, 5, 6 root 2, 3, 5, 6. This is the easiest one, the C major pentatonic on fiddle. Remember to use those open strings. Okay? I don't have to play that for you on the guitar because we just did that in the previous segment. Now it's time to go to the 2nd grade. You know, it's time to move up a little bit, and we're going to do the F major pentatonic. So we did this one. Now we're going to go. Okay, we're going to do the F major's pentatonic. So the numbers are different, but they're the same. How is that? I have no idea. Oh yeah, the numbers are different. Here we got. See, 5, 6 is part of the F pentatonic. It's also part of the C pentatonic. It's also part of the G pentatonic. Okay, so let's do that. Now it's going to be different. So it's going to be 5, 5, 6 root. But now we're going to switch over, right? So now we've got long, short. You know, this is almost like whole step, half step. If you look at a half step in pentatonics as, you know, a whole step in pentatonics as a half step in regular. So, you know, this is obviously a whole step in a minor third, but you can look at it as a half pentatonic step and a whole pentatonic step kind of thing. So what are we doing here? We're going to do the F major pentatonic. It's important not to try to jump to the other ones now. We got to learn this and find out what's going on, and I'll explain to you. Sure, we're starting from 5 because we're looking at the same open double cage, and you know, this would be the fret nut, the fiddle nut right here. That's our fiddle nut right there. Okay, so keep that in mind. I don't want to have that. We don't need it there the whole time, but that's where that is. And remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 6, 1, and the next octave, which is root. That's the 4th. It sounds like a major chord. It sounds almost like its own key, because when you're just dealing with, even with pentatonics, there's no way to tell it apart that that's the Lydian 4th. The Lydian 4th. So remember, tritonics, pentatonics, don't confuse. This could be the 4th, it could be the 5th, it could be the 1st. But when you go, it is the 4th. If it's the 5th, it would be like, I hate to tell you, but okay, that's the 5th of B flat. Anyway, we had to add a B flat to it and an E flat to give it the dominant. All right, so here we go. 5, 6. Remember, we're just starting at 5, 6. That's just an inversion of the F pentatonic. I can call it F because I drew a fret nut there. So this 5 is our violin G. So this is the second of F. So we can call this F because we know we're looking at the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frets of the violin. So it's now that 4, 5, 6. That's our long pattern. Now, is that our extra long pattern or not? I don't know. I've kind of masked out. That would be 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's not our extra long pattern. But we might get that extra long pattern if we look at the G. Where's our extra long pattern? Let's see. All right. Let's look at that extra long pattern for a second. Fiddle pentatonic. Here's our extra long. It's going to be the one with root 2, 3. Okay, so guess what? We don't even have that. Now it's going to be root 2, 3, not 4, 5, 6. It's going to be root 2, 3. Where do we have that? Gosh, I don't know if we have that anywhere here. In these pentatonics, we should have it somewhere. Keep looking, keep looking. As usual, my bad there. There is no extra long pattern in our open pattern on the violin. We don't get to the extra long pattern until the next shapes. From the previous diagram we saw that. So there is no extra long pattern there. So we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so let's do this quickly because we're running out of time. I want to make this the last segment. So the F. So that's not our extra long pattern. And then the G, we've got 3 holes. And then we've got kind of like a little bit of the top of the first pattern, and then it starts over again, or something like that, or the top 3 of the first pattern. Okay, something like that. Let's actually look at that and see what we got. 5, 2, 6, 3. Let's look at what's going on there. We don't want to like miss out on this. 5, 6, 2, 3. Okay, in pentatonic, now how is it that we've got 5, 6, 2, and then 3 there? That's interesting. For the G, that's just how the G works out there. So what it is I guess it really starts somewhere else. Okay. My bad, there's nothing wrong with the G. It's 5, 2, 6, 3. I was saying 5, 6, 2, 3. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 5. That's shape fitting now. Shape fitting. Okay, that's our G major. Now let's just go over to E major real quick. E minor rather. Now, it's important to realize that the E minor is going to fit into the G major. Okay, so let's get them both on the screen here. And the D minor, now this is tritone here. These are triads. 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. It's going to fit into the F major. This triad is going to fit into the G major. Okay, so these are triads now. Hey, we're out of time, but I'd love to play these for you. See if you can put the URL together on the link below and apply for entrance into the group. I'll see you there.